This report is brought to you by the National Road Safety Foundation.
Who better to send a message to teens about safe driving than other teens?
We found that teens are an untapped resource for ideas that other teens can easily connect with.
That's why the NRSF sponsors contests throughout the year that encourage teens to use their creativity to truly save lives. Teens are invited to come up with their own concepts for PSAs on various traffic safety issues.
Dude, you need to stop.
One of those contests is Safe Rides, Save Lives, and the NRSF partners with one of the biggest student groups in the country to get their members involved.
Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, FCCLA, is a career and technical student organization whose mission is to reach students in family and consumer sciences courses and their teachers so that they can integrate FCCLA into their classroom and they can graduate students from high school prepared to be successful in their families, careers, or communities, whether or not they choose to go into college or directly into the workforce.
With more than 250,000 members, it's not surprising that every year, some wonderful and wonderfully creative videos are submitted. This year's top video came from 18-year-old Carson Wycherly from Saratoga Springs, Utah. Joining Carson is his teacher, Nathan Pickett, and his FCCLA chapter advisor, Candace Wilson. First of all, Carson, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
How did you find out your video was this year's winner?
I was in school and Pickett, my teacher, he texted me that we won, and it was like really big surprise, and it was really cool.
I'm sure it was. Miss Wilson, what was the reaction in the chapter when one of your own took top honors?
I actually remember that we were after school. We had a bunch of students working in the classroom, and I got the email, and it, of course, like makes y'all excited. I had a smile on my face, and so I jumped up out of my chair and said, Carson won, and everyone was excited. And we have a great group of students that just celebrates everybody's success.
Carson, describe the concept for your PSA.
It's basically like it's a scene of two teen drivers who get into a car crash because one of them likely isn't following, the rules of passenger self-advocacy. And, we kind of imply that one of the people present in the car end up dying from the car crash.
Mr. Pickett, what did you think of the concept when you heard it?
When I heard the concept, I thought this could work. It sounded interesting and intriguing. And when they came up with the concept of what if we had someone that when the driver was out of focus that actually revealed a tragedy or something potential bad happening, I thought that is good. That is going to be very good.
So, Carson, walk us through the process up to submitting your video to the contest.
Right. Well, me and my partner Noah, he's the main guy I worked on it with. We went through and we were involved in like writing it and filming it and editing. And it was super cool. It was probably over the course of a week. And then we submitted it through our teacher and through FCCLA.
And you won. In addition to $3,500, part of the prize is getting to work with Emmy Award-winning TV professionals. Tell us about that.
That was a really cool experience. Yeah, I was able to do a call kind of like this with an editor, and he kind of just went through my video.
Really, from one editor to another, he did a fantastic job. I didn't know what to expect, and what I got was a project like another editor would have sent to me. It had everything in it I needed. It was clear. It was multiple layers.
And, told me the things I did well, which was really nice to hear, as well as, give me some tips on how I could improve. And we kind of just worked together to create a video that like met the parameters.
What did you learn working with the editor?
Just how organized he was, like in high school, I'm sure Pickett knows about this, but we're not the most organized people. We're kind of all over the place in our editing and stuff, but it was really cool to get to work with an editor that was like really disciplined and really on top of it.
So you're saying for this first shot, it would be more subtle?
Mm-hmm. And then in the close-up, because we have the emphasis on like those hazard lights, you could bring it up a little bit and it would kind of do an up and down. It's really exciting.
And it's pretty cool that it made its debut at FCCLA's big national conference. Let's take a look. Nice. So, how do you think it turned out?
It turned out better than expected. You know, it's always a lot of fun for me to see a video like this where I don't even know if I could do as good a job as what these two did on their video. And fun for them to have this professional experience, you know.
And Miss Wilson, do you feel it gets the message across?
Yes, and in fact, seeing it on the big screen at nationals, you know, it's kind of what it's all about in FCCLA is to use a skill that you're learning within high school, but to give service to your community.
Carson, clearly you went into this with a pretty good working knowledge of video production, didn't you?
Sure, yeah, and it's honestly all due to my teacher. He's the reason I could even be as good as I am now. He's shaking his head, but he's been very monumental in my journey.
We just empower the talent.
You both must be proud of him.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of Carson for reaching out, joining FCCLA, and submitting his work.
I'm sure you are. Carson, what are your plans for the $3,500 you won?
I've been putting it towards a camera. I'm saving up for my own equipment so I can start making more of my own stuff, which is exciting.
Great. Again, congrats all around. Thanks for talking with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
To enter the Safe Rides, Save Lives contest, you need to be a member of FCCLA, but there are many other contests sponsored by the NRSF. To find one you might want to enter, check out nrsf.org. For Teen Kids News, I'm Sydney.